Hello guys, welcome to Daddy Share Space and welcome to my channel. So today I'm coming to you with another unboxing and here we go. Alright, so what we have here is the Festool TS55 FEQ F+. This is a Festool track saw, obviously. Let's go ahead and open it up and take a look inside. So if you take a look right here, you've got the track saw in the way that it's presented. Let's go ahead and pull it out of the box. So first and foremost, the key to this particular track saw is it has the plug-it cord, which you can see here. It is not the one with the notch, but it works with all the tools. It will work with that new hose that I bought. And then what else we have in the box is we've got our warranty guide, which you can see there. You also have your warranty inclusive, which we need to register. And I also have my receipt, which I need to take care of to get this registered. Now, next we'll go ahead and pull out the track saw itself. Let's go ahead and just set it right there, and we'll take a closer look in just a minute. It comes with your little cut guard here. You can see that right there. And then there are also there's an extra knob here, you can see there, and then you have the little rail stop for the back of the track. Other than that, there's nothing else here. There seems to be some kind of a little, I don't know, little flyer on top of the track saw itself. And then just taking a closer look at the track saw, very similar to the other track saws that Festool makes. You got the TS55 FEQ, and then you got your fast fix, which you'll pull this up. It locks down so that you can gain access to the anvil here to be able to change the blade. If you need to get access to the key, it is right here in the handle. You just pull it out and utilize that to change your blade. Let's go ahead and push this back down. All right, you've got your trigger here and your to depress the saw. In the front and in the back, you have dials that you can release, and that gives you the ability to plunge the saw all the way over to, it goes to 47 degrees and -1. The -1 is activated by this lever here. You pull it back and it drops down into that. You've got your adjustment device here. You push it in to set whatever depth you want. It goes all the way to greater than 2 inches, just over 2 inches, about 2.5, give or take. And then you have an adjustment knob right here on the top that you can turn to fine adjust what you need. Now, to pair this with the rail, you have a green knob here and a green knob here, and you'll tighten those respectively. There's a track underneath on the bottom here, and the little plastic component, when you tighten these cams, will snug up against your rail that you have here so that it will slide smoothly on the rail. Now in the back here, if you can take a look, maybe you can see it here, you've got a speed control. It goes from 1 all the way up to 6. This is the, let's see here. Now this is not updated internals over the model prior to it. The only thing that's updated on this particular saw is the fact that it has a 1.8 millimeter kerf blade. So the previous saw had a 2.1 millimeter kerf blade. I do have the Festool REB cordless saw, which has the 2.2. And also the Festool TS75 has the 2.2 millimeter blade. So this one here, they claim that it cuts twice as fast. We'll test that out over time and see how that works out. Now, my personal reason for purchasing this particular saw, there's a couple reasons. One of them is that I'm building out my Festool shop, and this basically, for the time being, this is March the 2nd, 2025. I have had the opportunity to collect the whole array of Festool track saws that are currently on the market. I do have one from the previous direct release, which is the REB, which is the predator to the KEB cordless track saw, which I have back here behind me. So anyways, it's just a simple unboxing. Now, the reason why I purchased it for my shop is something that I noticed right here. This is the reason. This is the Festool 5.2 amp hour battery. Now, in my Festool shop, I have over here the Capex 60, which requires 2 batteries. It can run on one, but it's at half power. I have the TS55 KEB here that uses 2 batteries, and then I have the Festool CSC 50 EBI, which also runs on 2 batteries, and I have that second Festool REB cordless saw that also uses 2 batteries. And then finally down here, we're out of sight, I have the Festool CT18 MIDI, which also runs on 2 batteries. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 total 5.2 amp hour batteries is what you would need to run in circulation to run all those tools continuously. And even without the addition of the dust extractor, I was already running up against it because the table saw can go through batteries pretty efficiently. And I don't have as much problems with the miter saw, but the reality of the matter is it's a pain to have to move the same set of batteries from one tool to the next tool because you'll have to repair it with the dust extractor. And that's the whole point of having this Bluetooth battery, is so that it will talk to the dust extractor. Adding this particular tool to my shop is very similar to the reason why I added the Capex 120 to the shop. That gives me the ability, if I'm in the middle of a project, I don't have to think about battery power. I don't have to worry about, oh, I'm gonna run out of battery, or I'm gonna have to take a pause because I've run out of battery. What I'm gonna be able to do now is, if I think my project through, I can utilize this station here along with the new hose that I purchased, and which will give me dust extraction and also the plug-it power, so I can use my CT48, leave it in its position across there. As a matter of fact, I can go ahead and show you that right now. So with the addition of this track saw and also the CT48, I am now able to cut and use dust extraction without having to worry about running low on battery power. Just tighten this down. Once I turn it on auto, as I fire up the tool, I'm getting my dust extraction from way back over here in the corner of my shop, which is actually going to be really nice. So this is really going to help out a great deal as far as the flexibility in my shop. My plan going forward is going to be, like, say if I'm doing like longer rip cuts, I will probably primarily use the CT or the TS55 KEB, probably with just a dust bag on it. And then when I'm running just simple cross cuts, I'll probably do the majority of them. If they're longer panels, I'll do them at my big MFT station. And if I'm doing the smaller stuff, then I will do them here on this station, so I can just kind of rotate around the shop. And as I said, with the combination of this new hose and then this track saw, I'm able to negotiate through all my different products, whether it be sanders, whether it be routers, and I can use them at any basically free surface. Adding this additional workbench along with clearing my MFT for once is just going to give me a lot more flexibility here in the shop. Having the table saw at the same height as my workbenches gives me an outfeed if necessary, if I need that with that table saw. Having that table saw on the rolling cart is going to give me the ability to reposition and reconfigure the shop. However, if I need to do long cuts, I can do that by using either my Festool by either using that MFT, my home built MFT, or this tabletop, or I can even use this Festool MFT. And you know, all of these work surfaces are at the same height. Now, Granted, I will have to change that in the future because these work surfaces that I've created in my shop are not 900 millimeter, which is what my Festool Capexes are at. And if I was to put this on the floor, it would be at 900 millimeters. I made my MFT prior to that, so all of my shop furniture is based off of that MFT. In the future, I will be rebuilding all of my benches and bringing them up to a 900 millimeters so that I can, if I want to, use the Festool table on the ground, the MFT. I can also use the CSS 50 on the ground if I want to, which would require me to, I believe, raise these up a few millimeters or so that they are on the perfect plane with the Capexes, so everything can kind of work synergistically together. So one of the things I noticed when people unbox this saw, Festool released it because there's not a lot of changes to the saw, only, you know, basically a thinner curved blade, and they released new blades. They also released like a few accessories that you can use with the track saw. So it kind of seemed like, you know, a very minor upgrade of this over the REB. I mean, as far as the output, it's a big upgrade, being that you can cut faster, but it's a minor upgrade when you start talking about, you know, extra features and changes or a more powerful motor. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have an upgraded motor. It doesn't have any of the new hardware. The only benefit to this over let's say the TS75 is the fact that this is going to be a lighter saw for you to use more regularly, so that's going to be a more beneficial situation there. And then the benefit of using this over the TS60 and the TSV60, well, definitely the TSV60, this is going to be lighter, just like it is with the 75, but also for both the TS60 and the TSV60, both of them come with integrated power cords, so that means you won't be using a plug-in. That pretty much renders this long hose that I bought, the 10 meter hose, almost useless, because well, it's not exactly useless, but basically what I would have to do is still run some kind of power all the way over to my dust extractor, and then if I want to kind of have it bound together, like this is bound together here, where both are contained, then I would probably want to kind of Velcro tie the cord all the way back. So anyways, that's something that you could do, and then you would just have this cord hanging off. But I think this is a very streamlined setup for if you don't want to use a whole lot of these. So anyways, guys, I want to thank you for taking time to watch this short unboxing of the Festool TS55 REB. In the future, I haven't got it all sorted out yet in my head on how I'm going to be doing all these videos, but I do plan on doing a bunch of comparisons and a bunch of contrasting, but that's going to come more from more of a natural perspective, I guess. There will be a video following up where I'm going to show you all the track saws that I have in the shop. And then there'll probably be two videos. One will be all of the Festool track saws I have, and then the next one would probably be all of the track saws that I have. Anyways, guys, I thank you for taking time to watch the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care.